Salut les gens! Today is Saint-Jean-Baptiste Day, which is Quebec's major holiday celebrating John the Baptist. For anybody that doesn't know about it, it's sort of like America's 4th of July, but for the province of Quebec. We take it very seriously here. And just as an example, Canada's entire local coffee joint, Tim Hortons, even repaints their cups in a special blue and white pattern with a fleur-de-lis on it. So anyway, there's usually all sorts of different festivities, and I thought here on the channel we'd take part in some of the festivities by running some Quebec locomotives, some local railroads and whatnot, and even creating an entire Quebec engine, kind of like a Canadiana, but for Quebec. So it's basically going to have the same colors as the Quebec flag, and it's covered in fleur-de-lis. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So anyway, I hope you all enjoy. So I already had this primed snow white shell laying around, which I thought would be perfect for the project, so I taped it up and added a little bit of blue paint around the bottom, and then prepared the rest of the shell for the rest of the paint, which included basically adding a whole bunch of stripes and other features to the locomotive. Once I was done with that, I was able to remove the tape and see exactly how it turned out, and I was pretty happy with the results. And after removing all the tape, I was able to see what we got, and I went to work making a stencil. I basically just printed off a fleur-de-lis and carved it out, and I had a perfect stencil to paint right onto the locomotive. And here's the finished product, an entire Quebec-based locomotive. I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out. It's not flawless, but I think it looks good enough, and it's perfect for celebrating Saint-Jean-Baptiste Day. So why don't we take this thing over to the track and run it with some other Quebec-based stuff. So here we have it, our entire Quebec-based train. Let me go through each item to explain its relevance. Anyway, we'll start off right here with the lead locomotive, which is the locomotive we obviously just made, and it is of course a Quebec flag-based locomotive, so yeah, it's got the fleur-de-lis on it and whatnot, and of course paint scheme which represents Quebec's flag. And then that's followed up by a Quebec-based boxcar, which is out of Lionel's Confederation set, and obviously we've got the Quebec flag on it, and a little bit of writing right there, with, of course, the name Quebec. And then over here we've got Grand Trunk SD40-2. This has relevance because Grand Trunk was actually operated out of Montreal, Quebec for quite a while. And then that's followed up by two N-scale locomotives on a flat car here. We've got a Quebec and Gatineau locomotive, as well as a Quebec Sud locomotive, which roughly translates to Quebec South. Well, not even roughly, that's exactly what it translates to. And then that's followed up by an HO scale Quebec and Gatineau locomotive. So here is our entire Quebec train. Why don't we take this whole thing for a run? Well, folks, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. And with that, I want to wish you all a happy Saint-Jean-Baptiste Day.